of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. Hit as he throws it deep. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Great job here as a play caller. You come out in the opening drive, you want to establish a little bit of an aggressive nature, and you hit some big plays here downfield. Great way to start this game.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. Pass not complete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. Meyers into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive to come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They're going to run it here. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Gotta have your pass protection in order in this play. Running out of time in the pocket. Deflected. The defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, to me, it looks like the quarterback here on this 3rd down is a little bit undecided on the coverage. Looked to be uncomfortable in the pocket. This play never really had a chance to be completed against zone coverage.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. They keep him guessing with a run. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Wow, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. It's a short completion of the big tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the goal line. Who will score? Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Moves the ball up to the 30.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So all of the 30, this is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Harbor. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Fighting off the defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Great call here on third down to go with the option. He decides to keep it himself, get some yards, but not enough for the first down. Interesting call coming up now on fourth.
Rolling the dice, 4th and 1 in his own territory. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights through the tackle. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. As we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks free. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defense showing blitz here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. A play action looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it. No problem.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll hand it off. He finds some space. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Big push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And they do pick up 1st down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Noles looking to cash in this red zone trip. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And they get the completion. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll give it to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And the Noles will look to convert here on fourth down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Florida State.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Launching one to the end zone. It is intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They'll want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The punt team making their way on the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. Looking away, this one caught. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. And the Seminoles will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Seminoles will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Lets it go quickly. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. No huddle here for the offense. No press here. The defense backing away. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass complete on a crosser. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Noles will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking deep down the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Breaks free with room to run. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down. It's a nice game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. A quick throw to the right. Deep shot, caught out of the 20. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. And the Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. On the move now. Nowhere to go here, and the ball's knocked loose. They recover their own fumble, but it is a big loss. That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the Seminoles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. He keeps it on the design run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. The quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Takes off in a bootleg. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. Whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. They're trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throwing for his running back. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position, hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Comes up with the catch. Make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down from the 23. The Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Thrown to the end zone. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He escapes the pocket. Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Able to convert on third. Sets up. First and goal. The 8.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
They finally corral him at the 1. Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Down the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief, but I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball. side, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. He could go at the 30 now. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. A big defensive score.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Now, the passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for a receiver. A deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. A quick throw caught over the middle. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
A deep shot to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st and goal for the offense. And the defense showing blitz here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to throw again. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offense coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wide out. Oh, the pass is picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Hey, it may be a little bit late, Chris, but they get the interception they're desperately looking for. Now, they're still down by 3 possessions, and it's a long shot. But if they can score and maybe get an onside kick, who knows?
The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's now picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he moved the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Catch made on the right side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short throw, running that makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wide end. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to.
It's a fumble. The defense has got it. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Pounding away with the run game. He's free around the 15. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. The Noles looking to run some tempo here. They'll try the right here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. It's a run. Running back's got it. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Noles will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that'll just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, I'm not sure if this was entirely needed.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Short completion to the tight end. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Offense showing a bunch formation now. And the wideout goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Contact as he let the ball go.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's got it. So they convert the 2-point conversion, get it back to a 2-score game to keep their slim hopes alive. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounce back here. There's the handoff. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Well, they move the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll throw it now. Looks left and finds his target there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now it's 2nd down here.
42 Spider.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
On the offense, going to be bailed out by the pass interference call. That could be a crucial moment here in today's game. And the Seminoles looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Hit just as he throws the ball.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he's still trying to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Send the back in motion. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pressure is coming. And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Crowd trying to make a difference here on 4th down. Looking for a late deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And the interception will end at the final play of the ballgame.